They try to put you in a box. Don't let them put you in a box. They can't put me in a box. I'm Shalom, you heard me? They try to say I was somebody else. They ain't want me to know I was Shalom. They ain't want me to know I was Malik. I had to find that out myself.
Peace, God. Peace, goddesses. I'm Shalom Malik L, the Enlightened coach. I just want to have a moment of silence real quick. All right, so we about to go over a topic that's very touching to me. The Kingdom of Heaven by Shalom Malik L, the Enlightened coach, 153rd, ball that spiritual, ball that professional. Now, I'm gonna be honest, it's gonna be one of my last lectures for a while because I'm actually redoing my brand. I'm actually just reinventing myself. Remember, we on earth to recreate ourselves, remember ourselves, and help others remember. So today I'm helping you all remember, okay? Now, I am the more. What does more mean? Well, it's simple, it's black. Before we was Negro, nigga, African American or black, we was Moors, all right? Now, the kingdom of heaven lives within the spiritual realm. It's actually a state of mind. Heaven and hell is a state of mind, people. So what that means is that you can create your own heaven on earth, or you can create your own hell on earth. So I need all my Christians and all my religious people to know that you're not gonna, if you pass away, you're not gonna go to a burning fire. No, you're gonna be burning in fire on earth, meaning that you're gonna be frustrated, you're gonna be angry, you're gonna be living within those negative emotions. You have positive emotions, you have negative emotions. You wanna focus on creating positive emotions. How do you do that? Well, heaven is a state of mind, hell is a state of mind. So that means you want to be an optimist. You want to be optimistic. So be optimistic, not a pessimist. Optimistic, you're living in heaven. A pessimist lives in hell. Heaven and hell is a state of mind. So the kingdom of heaven lives in the spiritual realm because we're spiritual beings, but we're living in the physical realm that has an avatar body that requires us to have faith that can pull what we want from the spiritual realm. So let's say if I want to be a trillionaire, which I am already a trillionaire in my mind. So that means I have to speak it, vision it, and then I have to just believe it. So let's actually practice. I'm so happy and grateful that I am a multi-trillionaire. Why am I so happy and grateful that I'm a multi-trillionaire? Who am I being to be a multi-trillionaire? Now I'm going to vision it. All right, and normally I would vision way longer, but since I'm doing this lecture, I don't want to interrupt it too much. Now I just believe it. I know it's going to happen, okay? Like the Most High have been providing for me. Like I remember when I was a kid, I was maybe 23 years old. I got into it with my mom and I left for Christmas and I spent Christmas in the hotel by myself. And during this time, I, went to the Shell gas station to go get a newspaper. Yeah, kids, we used to go to the newspaper to find our apartments, not online. And when I did that, I found a number in Cleveland Heights because I wanted to live in Cleveland Heights right off Coventry. And I found the house in Hampshire. I found the house on Hampshire, 2-bedroom house. And the landlord was Bob Finkelthal. I called Bob on Christmas. I say, man, I thought I was going to get a voicemail. He say, what? No, it's my birthday. I always answer the phone. I say, happy birthday. He say, thanks. Come to find out, every day is his birthday, he told me. That dude is crazy. His birthday is actually like April 3rd or April 4th for my grandmother's birthday, I think. And what's up, Bob? Now, Bob was one of my mentors. He's a Jewish man, and he has his own practice. So if you're ever in a car accident, hopefully not, just call Bob. He got you. Just tell him Freddie recommended you, because he don't know me about Shalom yet. So Bob Finkelthal ended up working for a competitor company. I worked for Just Energy. I was a, top salesman at Just Energy. He worked for North American Power. He wanted me to work for his company so bad, he let me live rent-free for 2 years just to work for his company. That's me living in the kingdom of the heaven. All I did was wanted an apartment. I lived in the physical realm. I wanted an apartment. God already had Bob in the spiritual realm for me, okay? All I had to do was have faith. So I had faith. I went to this place, Shell gas station, got a newspaper in our car. I had to line up with the law of vibration. Everybody want to talk about the law of affirmation. I mean the law of attraction. Forget that. First the law of vibration, then the law of attraction. Okay. So the kingdom of heaven. We live in this physical realm, but everything we want is in the spiritual realm. So just remember, you got to pull from it by having ultimate faith. No matter what happens, I don't care if let's say you have a goal that you accomplish and the goal seems impossible for you to accomplish, just still have faith. Like a lot of people didn't make it to the promised land because there was murmuring, there was complaining. So as you're on your journey to your goals, don't complain. Don't be a pessimist. Always be optimistic, because whatever you think about is going to come true. Why? Because it's going to align you with the law of vibration. Just like I remember one day, because I'm going through identity theft, and I was waiting till I got paid, and I had like a limited amount of money. So as I'm going to the police station, everybody know I can't stand the police station. I can't stand 12, and I had to go to the police station. And as I'm going to the police station, I go get an identity theft paperwork. Now, I'm like, man, it's kind of hot. I should take off my hoodie. I'm like, no, I'll do it later. I'm like, no, take off your hoodie. I want my first mind. I take off my hoodie. I keep a basketball with me. And as I walk in across the street, a car honking the horn at me. So I'm psychological. So I point at the crosswalk and say, bro, I have right of way. So then he stops and say, man, I'm sorry, brother. Here go $20. Literally. That's me living. Me having faith in the spiritual realm. I can't see it, but this man already had $20 for me waiting. You know what I'm saying? It may sound crazy, but I promise y'all, we as an avatar, actually we as spiritual beings living in the avatar. So we can't see our spiritual being, we can't see the spiritual realm, but if you close your eyes, align your mind with your third eye, and start manifesting, things are going to happen for you all. Now we have mind, body, and soul. All right, now I already told y'all that we have a genius mind, an effective mind, a visceral and senseful mind. So how do I enhance my genius mind? I am affirmations. Why or who affirmations? Because they say that a lot of people say, oh, I'm so happy and grateful I'm a millionaire, but they don't believe it. So if you don't believe it, well, it's okay. You can give yourself affirmations. And affirmations is asking yourself a question like, who am I being in order to be a multi-trillionaire? Why am I so happy and grateful that I'm a multi-trillionaire? All right, I do all three, okay? Now, this is going to help me enhance my genius mind. Also, if I read for an hour a day, this is going to help me enhance my genius mind. But make sure you read good stuff like Think and Grow Rich, The Richest Man in Babylon, The Ultimate Coach. Read good books. Quiet time in the room. Like I said, Bob Finkelthal allowed me to live rent-free for almost 2 years. So that means that I spent a lot of time by myself. I manifested all of this. Like I remember I was messed up and I used to, I had to live with my mama again up on 140th and Lakeshore. I only had to go to my mama's house 3 times. And every time, for some reason, it was only for 3 months. I don't know how. It's crazy. That's all I guess I need is about 3 months to be with my mama, and I'm gonna get it together. So I love my mom. Everybody think I don't be talking bad about my mom. Like I think I'm just gonna do a separate video to explain how great my mom really is. It's just I be telling my story. You feel me? Now quiet time in the room. Like I remember I skateboard, right? And I remember I was on the mega bus. I seen Drama, and he's like, "What the fuck you got the skateboard for?" Like I love the skateboard, not because of Lil Wayne. It's just one day, a long story. I was with Mariah. And I had pulled up to my house in Coventry, the same house I was living rent-free in, and I pulled up in the car and I seen a skateboard in the snow. My neighbor threw the skateboard away. Mind you, I never skateboarded in my life since I was 8 years old at Charnay house. What's up, Charnay and Char? And Jalen. After that, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, man, I should grab a skateboard. I'm not grabbing no fucking skateboard. I'm not no Lil Wayne. And so I went in the house and I got Mariah with me. You feel me? Now I can't even find my keys, so I'm pissed. I'm like, dang, maybe I forgot the keys in the car. So I go get I go in the car to look for the keys. I can't find my house keys. So I'm like, man, I'm upset that I didn't go. I'm upset that I went downstairs and couldn't find my house keys. So I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna just take the skateboard. I'm not I never waste my time. Like I said, everything I want is already in the spiritual realm. I can't see it. I just have to believe it. So I grabbed the skateboard because I couldn't find my keys, but I left the window open just in case anything happened. I'm from the hood. So I climbed through the window. Tell me why once I jumped down, I hear my keys. I be sagging my pants, unfortunately. And in the wintertime, you wear like layers. So you wear jeans and then you wear jogger pants. So you wear jeans over your jogger pants. So I probably had some jeans on, then I had jogger pants over. My keys had fell down. So I found my keys, but it was meant for me to grab the skateboard because I ended up getting wrong skateboarding, right? So anyway, I would skateboard every day to the beach, Euclid Beach, right off Lakeshore. And as I skateboarded, I would manifest this life. I would go read my favorite book, and I would just meditate and stuff like that. Tell me why maybe 4 months after that, I moved to California, and I was on the Pacific Ocean. Mind you, I didn't think about I did think about California because 2 people told me I need to move to California, but I didn't know how I was gonna get to California. Come to find out, I had a whole job waiting for me in California, y'all. What up, John? Rest in peace. Moment of silence for John Scofford. Now, John was amazing. John, he passed away from stage 4 cancer. He was about 33 years old, how old I am now. And John ate like a king. He was a big guy, but he would have feast. He smoked cigarettes, he smoked bud, but he ran a multi-million-dollar company. And John was just amazing. John Scofford and stuff. I love you, John. Thanks for moving me to California, brother. Now, moving along with us, Scotty, that's his little brother, Scotty. Scotty is John's little brother. So he basically passed the torch to Scotty. Now, let's go to body, because mind, body, and soul. So body, for me, is the visceral and sensual mind. That's the movement and instinctive center, right? So that means, in order for me to get my body right, I like to work out for an hour. I do cardio for 30 minutes, and I'll do like push-ups, sit-ups, pull-ups, and all crazy type of stuff for an hour. And then I got a plant-based diet, so I mess with like a lot of fruits, then vegetables and grains. So I do like quinoa, I do like avocado, I do like sweet potatoes, but a lot of fruits. So have a plant-based diet. Yoga, I do yoga every day. Yoga aligns me. I started doing yoga. I dated my ex-girlfriend, Ali. She can't stand me to this day. I don't know why. And, congratulations, Ali. I know you had a baby and stuff, and you got married. Congratulations. So Ali taught me how to do yoga, and then we broke up, and I started going Lifetime Fitness. I just started doing yoga classes. But I'm like, man, they too good in yoga. I'm like, I'm getting embarrassed. These ladies, 90 years old, 60 years old, they doing yoga better than me. So I went to Barnes & Noble. I bought me a dictionary, thesaurus, and I bought me a yoga book. The guy was like, I don't know what you're up to, but I feel like it's great. I'm like, I have a great plan. So I taught myself how to do yoga. Now I don't even need the book because I got so many yoga moves. All right, moving along. So this is the affective mind, meaning that this is how we feel. Gratitude, forgiveness, love in my heart, unity, and fairness. So that means gratitude. I forgive everybody. Like, I remember one time, I got a role model. I'm gonna do a whole course on role models. Quill was one of my role models on the block. And I used to buy a lot of work. And Quill taught me how to save money the right way. So he's like, look, when you buy a 50 block or you buy a 100 block, the first money you get, as soon as you get $20, you save that $20, put that $20 in your 5th pocket. And then after you re-up, and then you re-up with the other money. And then he said, just keep doing that all day. Just keep doing that all day and every day and every day. And I stacked up mad money, you know what I'm saying? And he taught me that. But in the midst of that, he also taught me that one of my friends owed me some money. I gave one of my best friends, one of my best friends, truly my best friend, the first time we met, we fought. Literally at age 11, we fought at Glendale Park. We banged out, you feel me? No homo, we was banging, you feel me? And I gave him 5 rocks, that's $50. I'm like, I just want my money back, no interest. He never gave my money back. So now 2 weeks passed. I'm telling Quill, like, look, I'm about to beat him up because he owed me $50. He's like, no, don't never fall out with your friend about money. And I kept that motto up, just like I moved to Cleveland Heights. And you know, I used to get ounces and stuff. So I'm trying to pay everybody on the Cleveland Heights. I give my neighbor a quarter. I wanted to get him an ounce, but I'm like, no, let me try him out and give him a quarter first. I gave him a quarter, and he never paid me. He like, man, I messed up the money. He probably thought I was scared or something like that since I ain't fight him. But in my mind, I'm thinking like Quill already said, don't fall out with my friend about money. And so I never did. All right, so I have gratitude and forgiveness for these people. Ways you can get more gratitude every morning. Write down 5 things you're grateful for. Forgiveness, like I said, I forgave everybody that done wrong to me. I just don't rock with them people. I got love in my heart for everybody. We as human beings, we is all connected, we is all one. So have love in your heart. Don't be an evil person. There's no reason to be evil, man. You are what you, well, first and foremost, you was who you was. You are who you was before you got here. All right, so if you were already a bad person, don't try to fake and act like you're not, because you can't fake it to a real one like me. Like, I can see through the fake. I have my master's in psychology. So always have love in your heart, and whatever you do gonna come back sevenfold. So if you're a good person, that's gonna come back sevenfold. If you're a bad person, that's gonna come back sevenfold. Unity and fairness. Please have unity and fairness. Like, be a good person. Remember, this is your effective mind. This is how you're gonna increase that mind. You're increasing your being. You're becoming stronger by the day. Unity and fairness. All right, so mind, body, soul, genius mind, effective mind, visceral and sensual mind. I hope I went over that, because these are my hobbies. Now, what are your hobbies? Try to find out your hobbies, all right? All right, moving along. Now, we living in the kingdom of the heaven, people. And, I have a foundation, Know Your Family. And that's, from Nellie Ruth, my grandmother. My grandmother wanted to have a family reunion before she passed away that we never accomplished. So I said, you know what, we could never get this family reunion going, but I'm gonna start my own foundation called Know Your Family. So that's what I'm gonna be giving back to. I have a basketball tournament that I'm gonna be starting called Only for the Shooters. I play basketball every day, and it's gonna be a $10,000 prize, and it's probably gonna be like 15 basketball teams, and it's gonna start in Phoenix and Cleveland. And you're gonna get your best team, and it's gonna be a tournament, and whoever wins, they win 10,000. All right, remember, I'm just being. So remember, ways to understand and know that we are the chosen people living in the kingdom of heaven is that we have melanin, people. I want to touch on health, because we're melanated beings. What is melanin? Melanin is very important. Melanin is pretty much specialized cells, right? So these cells is very important because they're responsible for our skin color, our hair, and our eye color, right? The more we have, the darker our hair is, our skin is, and our eyes is as well. It helps for eye protection, ear protection. It helps protect us from the sun rays, and we actually absorb it, right? So we absorb these sun rays. They make us darker. They make us more beautiful. They make us God body, to be honest. You know what I'm saying? And melanin is so much more. I'm just touching a little bit in it because it's very important that we have this melanin enhanced. How do you enhance it? Sun exposure. It stimulates the melanin production. Okay, now in order to produce more melanin, it's actually determined by genetics. So we, dark people or dark-skinned people or God-body people or whatever you want to call us, I call us sun beings. I seen a podcast by 19 Keys and Billy Carson, and they were saying we're light beings. I haven't, I just started listening to 19 Keys. Like maybe last week, Billy Carson, shout out to 19 Keys, shout out to Dame Dash, Billy Carson, Yakai Waken. These are strong brothers right here that's helping us level up, all right? Now also, how can we have more melanin, people? A diet that's rich in antioxidants and vitamins such as vitamin C, E, better, I believe, carotene or carotene. And that's really important because, we need to eat more fruits and veggies. like that's orange, red, yellow colors in order to produce more vitamin A, more vitamin D, because vitamin D is very crucial for the absorption of the calcium that we consuming for healthier bones. It helps us fighting our immune system, fighting infections, and the most important is to grow cells. Because remember, our bad cells need to be taken over by our good cells. So that means you only get sick when you're producing too many bad cells. Like I really got good at, my mind because I started learning like how to fast, because I'm like, okay, how do I get God-like powers? I'm like, well, in order to get God-like powers, I need more brain cells, right? So I'm like, okay, well, how do I get more brain cells? Eat blueberries, eat walnuts, eat avocados, start fasting, working out. And then I started producing way more brain cells. That's way fast. I did this maybe I started doing this in 2020, 2000, right before the pandemic. Like, ask Janie. Janie was like my little thing that I was, messing with for like 4 or 5 months. And we weren't dating or anything like that, but I had leveled up while I was with her. And it was so crazy because she was like super successful already. And she used to work out so much. I'm like, man, I need to get this girl. I'm like, but in order to get this girl, I know I got to work out, because she already was dating like high profile guys. She dated a dude that was making like damn near $200,000 a year before me. And then she was just dating this one buff dude that was working out real, that was just like he was just like a ladies' man, you feel me? He had the body, he just, I don't know if he had the money like that, but I just know he had the appearance, and he was super buff. So I'm like, okay, these were her 2 last dudes she was dating. In order for me to keep her attention, I have to be working out, and I have to be just God body, right? Even though before I was really God body, but I was just fucking unstoppable. I was God body without me even claiming God body, right? So, rainbow carrots, sweet potatoes, pumpkin, butternut squash, spinach, cantaloupe. These are things that's going to help you promote more vitamin A, all being crucial for melanin. Okay, we need to focus on melanin. So all my people that's living in Ohio or living in the snow, go outside and get this sun every day. You need at least an hour of sunlight. And my people that live like in the cold areas where you're not able to get more sun, start taking some vegan vitamin D pills. It's hard to find vitamin D within food. So get that's why I love Arizona, because Arizona is all year sunlight. So everybody, why you like Arizona? Because of the sun, because of the mountains, start earthing. Like, I'm doing this because I want us to be great. We were stolen from our identity. We were stripped from our native tongue. All right? And the only way a human race will do that to another human race is if they don't want us to know who we are. Okay? We are Moors, people. We are gods and goddesses. We are God body. So stop eating all this sugar. The sugar is killing us. I need y'all to stop. Please stop. I'm going to get into sugar next, as far as my next video. But I love this. This is amazing, y'all. I'm finna freestyle a little bit. So, real quick, everybody know my name is Shalom Malik L. I'm from Cleveland, Ohio, 153rd. I awakened, and I really just awakened because I got so sick and tired. Like, my mom used to tell me I'm gonna end up in dead or in jail. And I already had cheated my friends. Like, I had a net worth of $30,000 when I was 14 years old. So that already separated me from all my friends. But when I lost all the money, like I got robbed, from my family members, I got robbed. I didn't get robbed from my best friend, but my best friend broke in my house. And, so that everybody stopped fucking with me. I was the freshest guy on earth. I felt like I was so fresh. Everybody know I had all the Jabos, all the LeBrons, all the Jordans. I had everything I wanted already at 14 years old. So when everybody traded on me and stuff like that, I'm like, dang, everybody fake. I'm like, people is for sale. And then I started trapping and stuff. And then, I just was like, it's taking too long for me to get this money. Like, I just want my $30,000 back so I can go buy me houses and stuff when I turn 18. Because I always knew I was going to stop trapping by the time I was 18, because I didn't want a felony, because I knew once you get a felony, your life is messed up. So I'm like, dang, even though that's not really the case, you still make it, with a felony. You can start your own business. So pretty much I had met Carl Jones later in life. When I was 23, I was dating this girl, and I lived across the street from CVS. I lived, I lived on Lee Road and Cedar, upstairs from the bank. My mom like, boy, you better not rob that bank. No, I'm not finna rob no bank. But I had went to an Enlightenment meeting with Carl Jones. Hey, Carl Jones, that's like my dad. Like, I swear, Carl's like, you feel me? Like, no disrespect to my pops, but Carl Jones is like the father I never had. Like, he really educated me on being a man. You know, he really started with just my mind. Like, everything is okay. One of the first lessons he said is, don't steal, that shit bring too much heat. But anyway, he gave me all of these books, and I had to buy all these books, and I started studying, and we just had these lectures. So my best advice is find you an elder and sit with that elder as much as you can. You know, the elders, they have the keys. But he taught me one thing. He said, Fred, ain't nobody do this. He said, God ain't do this. I ain't do this. Lamont ain't do this. You did this. And he was right, because we have to have the willpower. So, what is the kingdom of heaven? The kingdom of heaven is a state of mind. Where is it? In the spiritual realm. Can we see the spiritual realm? No, we can't see the spiritual realm. We have to have ultimate faith while we're living in the physical realm. How do you do that? Speak it, vision it, then believe it. I am affirmations. I'm so happy and grateful that I'm Shalom Malik. Why am I so happy and grateful that I'm Shalom Malik? Who am I being to continue to be Shalom Malik? All right? Mind, body, and soul. Genius mind, effective mind, visceral and sensual mind. Have hobbies to produce these great minds, okay? We're spiritual beings. But we also have an avatar cell that have melanin, okay? Melanin is the substance within our body. It's specialized cells that help us be great, okay? We can produce more melanin because our genetic code is programmed for that. We have 150,000 cells, 150 trillion cells. So have a good diet, get some good sunlight exposure, work out, do some yoga. Vitamin D is crucial for the absorption of calcium. Very, very, very important for calcium. Get more sun, that's the bottom line, period. Just get more sun if y'all want more. Y'all know I'm from the hood. And I always say I was in 9th grade 3 times, but I ain't tell y'all this. Yeah, I was in 9th grade 3 times, the 4th grade 2 times, but I only graduated 1 year late. I'm Shalom Malik L. Peace God, peace goddesses. Namaste.
They was afraid of me. They didn't want me to know I was a man. They didn't want me to know I was a God. I'm an earth God, you heard me?